Okay, so we're going to start lying down on the floor tonight. So I'm just going to let you just roll down into the earth, palms facing up towards the sky. Take a nice long deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, just sigh the breath away and just allow yourself just to drop down, drop into the earth. And the shoulders are dropping into the earth, the backs of the arms and the palms are just slightly facing up towards the sky. Take a nice long deep breath in. As you exhale, just feel yourself just dropping, resting down. Feel yourself releasing. And the shoulders are just resting. And over the last few weeks, we've been working with the change of season. So from autumn now into early winter. And this is a time of composting time of the year for us. And in lots of cultures, this is a time where it's almost a new start, because often in lots of cultures, autumn is the end of the year. And then the new year comes into play in sort of like as we go into winter. And it's time when we can really kind of just draw in on ourselves and just allow ourselves to be still, allow ourselves to kind of release and to let go, and allow ourselves just to relax a little bit. And this can also be a very sort of frantic time of the year. This year, maybe not so much. It depends how you're coping with this season, so this Christmas season. So I just want you to take a moment just to really allow yourself to drop down. Think about the breath in the body here. The rise and fall of the belly. Each exhalation we take, we can let ourselves just release and drop. And just like the leaves on a winter pond that just kind of like mulch down to the bottom of the pond. I want you just to imagine that your organs are just dropping into the earth and your body's just spreading across the floor. And the breath is just flowing. And just taking a time just to be still, to be quiet. Let the hands come onto the belly and feel that belly rise and fall. Let the ribs expand and contract. And as we breathe out, just notice how that breath leaves the body and the tailbone just drops all the way down. Not the tailbone, the navel drops all the way down into the spine. And you feel that slight rock in your pelvis as well. And as we breathe in, we feel that chest and that heart opening. And then as we exhale, we just feel ourselves just releasing down into the earth. Notice that little pause. So we're working with the bandhas, so in particular root bandha. So as we exhale, we breathe out, and then feel that slight lift through your root bandha. And then releasing and breathing in. And just feeling the whole body expanding here. Feel the belly pressing up and just feel that slight movement in the body. So we feel that we're almost like starting to rock on the pelvis here as we breathe. And keep those shoulders dropping down and away from the ears. Take the arms down by the sides, and as we breathe in, lifting those arms up towards the sky. Exhale, taking those arms up over the head. Stretch into those fingers. Stretch out into the toes. And feel that stretch right the way through that solar plexus. And then exhale, let those hands come all the way down by the sides. Bend the knees, take the feet onto the floor. And really feel yourself just grounding. If you need to lift the hips a little bit, lift those hips. But just let yourself really settle. The soles of the feet press down into the earth. And let the hands come down by the sides. Now pull the shoulders away from the ears. Dropping all the way down. Take a nice long deep breath in. Feel the pelvis tilt towards the heels. And then roll into the lower back. Press down into the feet. And then lifting, pull that chin in, stretching, lifting up through the chest, opening into the chest, press down into the big toes. Breathe in as you exhale, just very slightly, very softly, just drop in through the body, roll through that lower back, through the pelvis, and then breathe in, push, roll through the body. Exhale, roll into the lower back, press the lower back into the earth. Press the arms into the earth, press those shoulders into the earth, press down into the feet, lift the arms up towards the sky, keep those shoulders dropping. Exhale, take the arms over the head, feel that length in the front of the body, and then kind of like pull the hips up, but the upper body starts to slow down. So you feel that you're just pushing through each and every vertebrae in your body. Release the sacrum down onto the earth. Feel that little arc in the back. Bring the hands all the way down by the sides. Take a nice long deep breath in. As you exhale, roll through that lower back. Push into the feet. Press into the arms. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Keep that chin tucked in. Lift the arms up towards the sky. Take the arms up over the head. And as the hands reach onto the back of the floor, just soften through the back. Each vertebrae, just one at a time, just comes down. Take your time with it. Watch those knees. If they need to be stretched out, stretch them out. That's it, good. And then bring the arms all the way down. Bring the hands down onto the floor. And then again, roll through the pelvis. Lift all the way up, stretching up. And then this time we're going to bring the hands together underneath the chest. Good, lovely. Clasp the hands together behind the back and then lifting up through those hips. Holding it here for a moment, watching those legs. And just lengthening. Take a nice long deep breath in, release the hands. And then we're going to allow the body just to roll all the way down. Nice and slowly rolling all the way down. And then from here, bring the knees in towards the chest. And then extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Because sometimes when we work with bridge, we feel that we just need to lengthen out, stretch out into those legs. And then maybe just circling those ankles in one direction, then in another direction. Lovely. I can see lots of feet waving at me. And then from here, bend those knees, take the hands onto the knees, draw the knees in towards the chest, open up those legs, circle those knees in a big circular motion, and then bring them in towards the chest. Lift the head, take the knees out to the side, let the head rest down, and then draw the knees back. So we're drawing two big circles, and then from here, lift the head up Exhale and releasing down. And then from here, breathing in, lifting the head up, straighten those legs, and we're going to rock up, coming into a seated position. So from here, if you want to take something underneath your bottom, you can do, just to elevate those hips. And then sitting up nice and tall, lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them all the way down the back and feel those shoulder blades kind of like coming all the way down, so that you feel that you're tucking them into the back of the trousers there. And then again, breathe in, we're going to lift the arms up, stretch up into those fingers, link those fingers, push those hands up towards the sky, open through the chest, keep those shoulders pulling all the way down the back. Listen to the sound of your breath here. Feel length in the body. Exhale, just hinge forward about 45 degrees. Just be aware of the lower back here. Pull up through your core so you can kind of feel that movement there. And then breathe in and lifting all the way up. Taking those arms out to the side. Press out into those hands. Turn those palms back so the thumbs come down. And then we're going to draw the hands down behind. And we're going to turn the palms up so the hands aren't coming onto the floor, they're just drawing back, so my arms are behind me. Lift and open, let the fingers come onto the floor and open the chest up high, so we feel that we're kind of lifting up. And the chest comes forward and the belly comes forward and the hands come back. And then just lengthen, come back to the center. From here, bring those hands forward. And reaching forward, letting the head come down towards the earth. And we don't have to get the head all the way down. Think about getting the body nice and long. So we're not kind of pulling the ears towards, the shoulders towards the ears. So just check out where those shoulders are near those ears. Chest and heart comes forward as we sink down a little bit deeper, a little bit further. And then breathe in and lifting all the way up. From here, we're going to take the right leg out to the side. So just taking that right leg out, lifting the chest. From here, rotate over to the left. So take the left shoulder over to the left. Taking the right hand, just let it run down that right on the inside of that right leg. Taking the left hand out, reach out to that left hand, lift that left arm up towards the sky and letting that arm come all the way over. Sliding this right hand down the leg, Janisharasana. So just easing down, rolling those ribs up towards the sky, stretch into that hand and just breathe through here. And each time you exhale, just let your body move a little bit deeper into that twist as we stretch through. Watch that left knee needs to be supported. And then from here, breathe in and just lifting the body all the way up. Take that right hand all the way around behind. Sweep the left hand all the way up and over and the right hip lifts, left hip lifts off the floor, left hand comes down, right arm over the head. And rotating through, stretch into the fingers, stretch into that foot, and then exhale and just sweeping all the way down. Bring this leg in, bring the right leg in, take the left leg out. Lengthening through the body, lift up through the side of the body. From here, we're going to take the left hand onto the inside. Just taking that right arm back. So you kind of look to the right hand, lift up through the spine. So as we come over, we feel we're not kind of collapsing. Be aware if that left shoulder is sticking in that left ear. And if it is, just drop the left shoulder away. So we feel that lovely opening into that right hand side, right into the hip, through the ribs, up through the armpit, up into the hands, and just easing over. And a little bit of a rotation here. Take your time with your breath. And then lifting that right hand all the way up, coming all the way through, sweep the left arm all the way over the head and just open through the body here. Be aware of that right shoulder, so we're not kind of collapsing into it. Really lift up out of the right shoulder. So that allows the left arm to open. And exhale and easing all the way around and back and through. Cross those legs. And then from here, we're going to roll forward onto the hands and onto the knees. So just come onto the hands, onto the knees, moving any blocks away from you. So just into a nice cat position here. Press down into the hands. We're going to pull the chest and the heart forward, lift the chest and the heart. And then as we exhale, pull that tailbone underneath, roll back into your cat position here. And breathe in, chest and heart comes forward. Stretching through, just ease into the back. Push up between those shoulder blades so we stretch out. When we work with our shoulders, we kind of allow ourselves to open through the ribs and through the heart space here. Now from here, we're going to take the left leg up behind you, stretch out into that left leg. And then as you exhale, roll through, bring the left knee towards the nose, press down into the hands. And breathing in and coming forward, bring that leg. So you feel, when we take the leg out, we feel the chest and the heart coming forward, and we can really elongate. And then pull up through the belly. It's kind of almost the first movement, just to initiate that lift and that roundedness. And breathe in. And take that leg back. Open up through that leg. And then from here, exhale, pull up through the belly. Pull up, really round up as much as you can. Bring that left foot forward in between the hands. Now, if you want to use bricks, you can have the bricks underneath your hands here. Chest and heart comes forward, and keep those shoulders away from those ears. Exhale, come back. Let the head drop back and the nose to knee. And then breathing in and come forward. Chest and heart forward. Exhale, nose to knee. And breathe in, come forward. Now press into that left foot. Lift both arms up towards the sky. Stretch those arms up. Lift right up out of those hips into Ardha Chandrasana, our crescent moon pose. Think about lifting and lengthening. So we kind of lift the ribs off the hips. Bend a little bit deeper into that left leg. And as we bend a little bit deeper into that left leg, those arms maybe can come back. Now exhale, sunburst those hands all the way open. Turn the palms up and reach back. And we're going to stretch those hands back. Dip a little bit deeper into that left leg as the arms come back. And the chest and the heart opens and the shoulders draw down the back. From here, bring that right hand forward, keeping this left hand back. And then sweeping it forward, lift, open up through the side of the body. Exhale, rolling that arm forward, circling that arm all the way up. And then exhale one more time, just circle into that left shoulder. Nice and easy. Bring that left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Now from here, we're going to kind of roll slightly forward onto that right knee. So we come onto the patella, so the fleshy part of that knee. And we're going to lift that right foot up behind you. So lift that right leg up, drop into those hips. Now turn that right leg out to the side. So we're going to come into like that gate position. And then walk this left foot so it comes a little bit further forward, so it's in line with that right knee. So you've got the left heel, right knee. Good, brilliant. Take this right arm, circle this right arm all the way up, straighten into this left leg. Taking this right hand all the way over and open the chest. And as we open the chest, I want you to think about rolling those ribs, those left ribs, open, pull, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take this left hand up and over, stretch it over, and then take it behind the head. So we kind of have, and so the hand, rather than the elbow up towards the sky, the elbow is going in the way of the body, the line of the body. Roll back into a little bit. And then lifting that left arm up, stretch. Bring that left hand all the way down onto the earth. And as we come onto the earth, just watch that right knee as we push through. The left toes are tucked under. Push back into your downward facing dog. Turn that tailbone up towards the sky. Ripple forward into your plank. Bring the knees down onto the floor. Pull the chest and the heart forward. Pull those shoulder blades so they pull down into your waistband. Exhale, come down. Let the toes soften. Slide through. And we're going to come up, but not too high. Just lift it up here. And then exhale. And release it down. Breathe in, lifting up a little bit higher. Without locking those elbows, look over the right shoulder. Coming back, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, come back, open the chest and the heart. Tuck the toes under, push back into a downward dog. Keep that nice length into the spine. Lift up onto the toes, bring the knees down onto the floor. From here, we're going to come forward. So chest and heart comes forward. Chest and heart forward into our cat. And then exhale, round through. Feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders here, the back of the neck. And then breathe in, chest and heart comes forward. And exhale. And rounding through. And breathe in. Chest and heart comes forward. Now from here, we're going to take the right leg. So extend that right leg out behind you. So taking that right leg, and as you bring the right leg out, bring that chest and heart forward. And then exhale, round up, and really feel that you're pulling up through the navel. So creating that heat within the body. Bring that knee in. Breathing in, taking that right leg all the way out, and the chest and heart comes forward. Exhale, bring that right knee in towards the chest. Press into those hands, round through. And breathe in, right leg comes all the way up. Hold it here. Feel yourself pulling that chest and feel that stretch into the belly as well. Good, lovely. And then from here, bring that right foot forward in between the hands. Drop into those hips. Bring both arms up towards the sky. Lift those arms all the way up. Stretch into the fingers. Bend into that front knee. Take those arms all the way back as far as you can. And keep dropping forward. Breathe here, a couple of breaths. Feel yourself ground now from here. So the arms are up in the air. And then from here, we're going to sunburst those arms open. Reach those hands round behind you. Reaching down this back left leg, but we're not bringing them together. We're just taking those hands all the way down. Keep those shoulders pulled away from the ears. Now from here, we're going to come forward. Let that left hand come down onto the earth. Sweeping that right arm all the way up. Circling that right arm. Exhale, bring that right hand through. Lift that right arm all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, and coming through. Circling that right arm all the way through and up. And then as you bring that right hand down, bring it on the inside of that right foot. From here, we're going to bend that left leg. So just reaching that left leg up. So now pull the left foot off the floor. And that increases that stretch into that left quad. Then walk that right foot into the midline. Take that left leg out to the side. From here, that left arm then is going to take a big sweep all the way over and bring it over to the left. Now you can have a block underneath that left hand if you want to. So we're coming back over and then taking this right arm over the head. So we're coming, so we should be facing down towards the left side, left hand down on the floor, left knee down on the floor, and then just stretching all the way over. So we're coming into this kind of like a Parsvakonasana. And then from here, we're going to take the hand underneath the head, roll through, and then lift and let them feel that openness right from those right toes to that right elbow. So we feel that long stretch along the whole of the body there here. And then exhale, taking that hand all the way up towards the sky. Roll it all the way through, tucking that right toe under. Push back into, push back into downward facing dog. Turn that tailbone up. Let the head release down. Press into those hands. Ripple forward into your plank. Keep pressing up between the shoulder blades. So we should be down this end, facing back into the opposite direction. Bring those knees down onto the floor. And then let the chest come all the way down towards the earth. Breathing in, pull the shoulder blades down the back. Breathe in, lift the chest and the heart up. You don't have to come up too high. We can keep it low if you want to. And then exhale and let the head come all the way down. When we come down, think about those shoulders. Are they scrunched up by the ears or are they pulling away? From here, we're going to breathe in, lifting that chest. From here, we're going to look over the right shoulder. Come back to the center, look over the left shoulder. Come back to the center. From here, push back into your downward facing dog. Turn that tailbone high up towards the sky. Lifting and lengthening. So we're going to take that same little sequence, but we're going to lift it up a little bit. So we're going to lift the left leg up towards the sky. So lifting that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Now, if you come onto those right toes and kind of look slightly forward, you're going to feel that extra elongation through the body. We're still pressing back in downward facing dog. The left leg's lifting, hands are on the floor, and we kind of look slightly forward. So breathe in. As we exhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest. Just bring that left knee. Stay in downward dog, so we're not coming into plank. And then breathing in and taking that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest, in towards the nose. And then breathing in and taking that leg and extending that leg out behind you. Shoulder blades drawing down, press down to the hands. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the chest. So just letting that knee come in towards the chest. And then from here, taking that left foot forward in between the hands. Press out into that back foot. Spread the toes. Drop the hips. From here, we're going to breathe in. We're going to lift those arms up towards the sky. Reach those arms up and bend into that left knee here. Open those arms, really open. Stretch into the fingers. Feel that right buttock working here. Open those arms. Exhale, taking those hands round behind you. Reach down towards that right leg. And then exhale, keeping that left hand where it is. We're going to drop the right hand down, either onto a brick or just onto the floor. Now from here, we're going to drop the left hip slightly. Bring that left arm all the way through. And then as you exhale, lift the right hip up as the arm comes through. And then as it comes up and over, drop that right hip. And then exhale, you can probably feel that left thigh really working here and coming through. Exhale, drop that right hip. And then breathe in and bring in that arm all the way through. Exhale. Now this time again, we're going to bring that hand down onto the floor, onto the inside of that left foot. Lift that right leg up like we did on the other side, but this time we're not going to move it round into gate just yet. We're going to spin round and we're going to take that left hand onto the right foot. Roll that left shoulder open, lift the chest and the heart. Just holding it here for a moment. Shoulder blade dropping down the back, and those left toes maybe even slightly pointing out towards the left. And then from here, bring that left hand all the way down onto the earth. Taking that right leg, take the right leg out to the side. Walk that left foot so it comes in line with the right heel. Take the right arm all the way up and over. Again, same as we did last time. So this time we're going to take the right hand down onto the earth. So by the right leg, that's it, lovely. You can use a brick here if you want to use a brick here. Taking that left arm up over the head. As we take that left arm up, I want you to kind of roll the body back so you feel that the left hip is kind of like rolling back out to the side as you stretch, and that kind of gives you that little lovely movement through the spine. And then pull the ribs back slightly so you feel you're getting quite a strong back bend into the body there. And then exhale, sweep that left hand all the way down onto the earth. Spin it round, push back into your downward facing dog. Turn the tailbone high. And breathe in, come forward into plank. Pull the shoulders from here. If you want to come through Chaturanga Dandasana, you can lower down and lift up, or you can come through knees, nose, chest, and you can be in up dog or knees down in cobra. Toes under, roll over those toes. Push back into your downward facing dog. Push that tailbone high. Again, press down into those hands. And then we're going to lift that right leg up. So just lifting that right leg up towards the sky. Come right up onto those left toes. So we kind of, and look slightly forward towards the hands. So you kind of got that elongation through the spine. Breathe in. As we exhale, bring the right knee in towards the nose. Stay in dog, so we're not coming into plank. And then breathing in, extending that right leg all the way up. So the movement's really from the hip. Bring that knee in towards the chest. And then breathing in and lifting that leg all the way up. Exhale, bring that right knee and then bring that right foot forward in between the hands. So just letting that come down. Now stabilize through those hips. So we've got a good, let me just move that. Okay, so we've got a nice, we're nice and stable with that front leg. From here, stabilize into those hips, bring those arms up. Both arms come up towards the sky. Drawing those arms up into our crescent lunge pose. Be on that back toe, so the back heel isn't dropping down, but right on that back toe. And that encourages the hips both to face forward. And those arms are all the way up and kind of take them back. Bend a little bit deeper into that right knee. Exhale, sunburst the hands all the way open. Take the right hand onto the right knee. Let that, the right hand's going to come back onto the right hip. Take the left hand down to the floor. Sweep that right arm forward and rotate it through. And again, right arm comes forward. And lift in and let him drop in the hip. And when it comes forward, pull the hip through and then drop in that hip. And exhale, bring that right hand down to the inside of that right foot. Look, come deep into that lunge. Bring the back knee down onto the floor. I'm going to pick up that left knee, turn those right toes slightly out. Taking this right arm and open the body, so we really feel that we've got that lovely openness coming through. Hold on to that right foot, pulling the chest forward. Sorry, hold on to the left foot, not the right foot. And then just easing right hand onto left foot. And just easing it all the way through. And then exhale, bring that right hand down. Walk that right foot into midline. Bring that left leg all the way through. Sweep that left arm all the way up and over. So that left arm's sweeping all the way up. Keep that knee on the floor where possible. Then the left hand's going to come down onto the floor. So we sweep all the way up and over. Left hand comes down onto the floor. Bring that right arm over the head. And then we're going to think about spinning the chest up towards the sky. So you kind of open, roll, and holding it here. And then exhale, let that right hand come all the way down. Bring that left knee all the way back. Push back into your downward facing dog. So push back into downward facing dog. Good. Either coming forward into plank and then coming down through chaturanga dandasanas, or just taking your time. Knees, nose, chest. Lovely. Lifting up, opening up the chest, roll the shoulders down the back. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Bend those knees. Look forward. Step or jump in between those hands at the front of the mats. Releasing the head all the way down. And again, notice that the shoulders kind of like dropping towards the floor here. Now pull them back and pull the chest forward. Bend the knees slightly and drop into those so the knees come and the bottom pushes slightly back. Breathe in, lift the arms up behind you. Lift the chest so we kind of come into a nice flat back. Then from here, breathe in, lift those arms up into Utkatasana. So just holding it here, bending those knees. Make sure the knees aren't kind of going out or knocking in towards each other. And we're stretching as we sit back into that chair. Feel yourself pushing back, lifting up through the root. The feet are nice and stable. Lovely. From here, breathe in, lift the arms all the way up towards the sky. Stretch those arms all the way up. Exhale, circle those arms out behind you. Exhale, come forward. Reach down, touching into the touch the hands onto the earth. Bring those hands down. Release the head all the way down. Breathe in. We're going to come forward, lifting the right leg up behind you. Chest and heart comes. We'll press into that right foot. Exhale. Bring the knee in towards the nose. And breathing in, stretching into that right foot. Exhale, knee in towards the nose. And then breathe in, stretch into that right foot. Bend that left leg, step back with that right leg, ground through that right foot. Take the right arm, spin the right arm, big circular motion. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up. Look down to this right foot. Stretching that left arm all the way over. So we're into our exalted warrior here. So feel that length. Lift those ribs off the hips on that left hand side. Now from here, I want you to keep this, think about this left upper arm. Keep it almost stuck on the ribs here. And this hand's going to move. So as we breathe in, this hand just kind of slides up the thighs. We come into Trikonasana, but that arm is still stuck onto the ribs. And then lifting, and then taking that right arm up towards the sky, stretching up into Trikonasana pose. Now, if you want to, you can have a block underneath that left hand. Sometimes that just gives us a little bit of sense of stability in our Trikonasana. And it kind of keeps us in line as well, because sometimes we kind of roll forward or backwards. And then have a little micro move through that right hip, so it drops down just a little bit to the earth. Now from here, take the arm over the head, exhale, big circle through the body across, and then breathe in. So the body stays still, it's just that movement in the arm. So we're working into that shoulder, breathing in, taking that arm all the way through. Lift it up towards the sky, stretch into that Trikonasana, and then just dropping it round. Sort of turn the thumb down and then tuck that right hand. You can take it sort of, you can see it on my waist or onto the thigh. Roll that right shoulder all the way back. Look up to that right shoulder. Bend that left knee, look down towards that left leg. And we're going to lift up. Keep that right hand where it is. Come into your Ardha Chandrasana balance here. Press into that right leg and press down to the left foot. Now bend the right leg. Take the right arm and just take hold of the right foot and push the right leg up towards the sky. Now you can have a little drop through the belly here, but try to keep that right shoulder opening. If you feel that the head's dropping down, the shoulder's dropping down, just release out of it, that's fine, that's good, lovely. So we're coming from our Ardha Chandrasana, and then just release that leg, bend that left knee, drop all the way back, bring that left arm back up towards the sky. Now from here, come onto that left heel, spin that body all the way round, bring that left hand down onto the earth. And then from here, the right arm's going to circle all the way up. Exhale, bring that hand all the way through. Breathing in, lifting, and exhale, circle it through. Breathing in, coming through. Take that right arm all the way down onto the earth. Step back into your downward facing dog. Ripple forward into your plank. Either Chaturanga or Ashtanga Anasana. Lifting, opening through the heart. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Let the head hang here. Just walking through the legs, just ease into the side of the hips just by moving the body from the hips from side to side. And then from here, we're going to lift that right leg up towards the sky. So lift that right leg all the way up. Step that right foot forward in between the hands. And then bring that left foot forward in between the hands. Bend those knees. Breathe in, lifting those arms up. Bring those arms into Utkatasana. And think about the length in the spine, because it's very easy to kind of like just push the bottom out and dip, or maybe even just like sag through so the kind of hips come forward, or push in the bottom out. You want to be nice and long, so the whole body feels long from your root. Pull up through your crown. Take a nice long deep breath in. As you exhale, let those hands come down to the earth. Drop those hands all the way down towards the earth. Breathing in, looking halfway up, lift the left leg up, so taking that left leg all the way up behind you, stretching that left leg. And then exhale, bring that left knee in towards the nose, just curling it through. And then breathing in, extending that left leg all the way up, pull the chest and the heart forward. And exhale, bring that left knee in towards the nose. And then breathe in, taking that left leg all the way up. Bend that right knee. Step back deep with the left leg, keeping the legs lined up. Let that left arm sweep all the way over the head. And then bringing that right arm up towards the sky. Stretch it through. Reaching down this left leg with this left hand, and the right arm's coming all the way up. Bend into that right knee. Pull up through Mula Bandha, stretch through the body. Think about this left side of the ribs and the left upper arm. Sucker that together. And then from here, straighten into the right leg. And as we come forward, keeping this upper arm stuck on the upper ribs as you come over. And then from here, let that left arm extend up into Trikonasana. Have a little movement in that left hip, drop it through. And that left arm comes up towards the sky, opening through the body, stretching into those hands. Almost feel that your kind of left shoulder's rolling back a little bit. Use a block if you need to come underneath your hand. And then from here, bend that right. Oh no, we're not going to bend that right. We're going to take this left hand. We're going to take the left hand over the head. Exhale, circle. So it's just that left hand coming all the way through. Circling it through. And breathe in. Lifting that arm. Circling it through. Lift that left arm up towards the sky. Stretch out into Trikonasana. Now turn the thumb forward. And then let that left hand come round onto the hip, waist or thigh, or just into the lower back. And then looking down to that right foot. Bring those right toes just very slightly in. Push through, lifting, a bit close to the end there, lifting that left leg up. Roll that left shoulder back. Bend that left leg and then reach that left hand out to hold on to those left toes. Try not to bring the knee forward. Try to take the knee back and up towards the sky. Lovely. Hopefully when we reach out the hand, we'll just be there. Good. So from Ardha Chandra Shavasana, so we're going to release that left foot, step down, bring that left arm all the way up, come onto that right heel, let that right arm come all the way round, bring that right hand down onto the earth, that left arm is then going to spin, come all the way through, and circling it round, and all the way over the head, and then again breathing in, and circle it round. Exhale, come all the way down to the earth, push back into your downward facing dog, press out into those hands. Ripple forward into your plank. Either coming down through Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, nose, chest, lifting into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Turn that tailbone high. Press into the hands, come up onto those toes. Bring those knees down onto the floor. Come forward with the chest. Now we're going to take the left hand, slide that left hand through and underneath the right arm. Just drop it down. And then press the right hand on the floor and kind of lift the right shoulder all the way up. And then press into the right hand. Bring the left hand down onto the floor, breathing in. Exhale, let that right hand slide through and keep that left shoulder lifting up, back of the right hand. And then exhale, bring that right hand up onto the floor. Breathing in, chest and heart comes forward. Now we're going to take the knees slightly wide, cross the ankles, and then as we exhale, just slipping back into a cross-legged position. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Extend those legs out in front of you. You can think about sitting right on those seating bones or sitting on a block or a bolster. and lifting the chest. Again, think about those shoulders. Lift them up, roll them all the way down. Draw the arms up towards the sky. Stretch into those fingers. Draw the arms back towards the ears. Exhale, take those hands round behind you. Extend those fingers out. Lift and open the chest here. Lift and open the chest. And then from here, we're going to exhale and we're going to fold forward. Keep those hands out the back and keeping the chest, but we're not leading with the chin like I just was. We're going to keep the neck in line. Then bring the hands round to the knees, run them down. You can run them down the shins. You can hold on to the toes. You can fold all the way through in Paschimottanasana, or you might even just be to here. So wherever you are in that fold, try to think about the shoulders pulling away from the ears and the chest lifts. Because if I pull my shoulders up and collapse down, I can get my head down. A lot easier. If I pull the shoulders down, lift the chest, and then fold forward, it's a lot stronger into my hamstrings. It's a bigger stretch into my lower back. So turning those toes up. And then from here, breathe in, lift in. Pull those shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, taking those hands around behind. Lift the chest. Slide those feet onto the floor. Lift in and lengthening. Pull the belly towards the thighs. And then crossing the legs, come up into a seated position. So again, shoulder blades down the back, palms facing up towards the sky, letting those knees drop out. Lift through the chest. Listen to the sound of the breath here. Just take a few centering breaths. And then as we breathe in, just rotating over to the right hand side, look over the right arm, the right shoulder. And then come all the way back over, take the right hand onto the left knee, spin it round, look over that left shoulder. And then from here, come back to the center. And then from here, we're going to roll down into Shavasana. So just come in, taking your time into Shavasana. Putting on some warm clothing. So if you want to put on jumpers, socks, scarves, hats, anything. It's quite cold tonight. Hopefully you're nice and cozy in your houses. So just taking your time, just to drop into the earth, feel the shoulders, just dropping down. So lying in Shavasana, whichever way your Shavasana is. For you, that might be with the knees bent, might be the feet at knees out to the side, it might be on your belly. Whatever feels right for you for this Shavasana. Take a nice long deep breath in, feel that breath in your body. And as you exhale, just surrendering your body down into the earth. Just releasing any remaining tension from your muscles if possible. And that breath flows through the body and just feel the weight of the organs dropping down into the back of the body. Feel that breath settling into the back of the body. And just taking a few moments here just to be still and to be quiet. Taking a few moments here just to let go. And then from here, take a deep breath in. Feel your body opening. Exhale. Sigh the breath away. Just feel your fingers, your toes, and start to move and feel the sensations in your fingers and your toes. Bend the knees, bring the feet onto the floor. When you're ready, let the knees drop over to the right-hand side. And then just very slowly in your own time, just rolling all the way up into a seated position, taking your time, sitting tall. Take a nice long deep breath in, lift both arms all the way up towards the sky, draw the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands over the eyes, seal your practice in. Let the head drop and bring the thumbs into the heart Anjali Mudra. And then breathe in and lifting the head. And thank you very much for your practice this evening. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a good night's sleep tonight. So thank you very much. Om Shanti.